वेल वेलकम टू वी लर्न में आपका स्वागत है। सब्जेक्ट डेरिवेटिव फाइनेंस, सेशन नंबर 7। टॉपिक कवर्ड इन दिस सेशन: derivatives. What do derivative do? Types of derivatives. How are derivatives used? What is risk? What is hedge? Forward contract, futures, options, etc. And now derivatives: a financial contract of predetermined duration whose value is derived from the value of an underlying assets. There are following derivatives used or field where the derivative is used, like securities, commodities, bullions, precious metals, currencies, livestock, index such as interest rate, exchange rate, etc. What do derivative do? Derivative क्या करता है? Derivatives attempt either to minimize the loss or arising from adverse price movement of the underlying assets, or maximize the profit arising out of favorable price fluctuations. Since derivatives derive their value from the underlying assets, they are called as derivatives. And now types of derivatives. UA underlying assets. Based on the underlying assets, derivatives are classified into three categories, like financial derivatives, commodity derivatives, and index derivatives. How are derivatives used? Derivatives are basically risk shifting instruments. Hedging is the most important aspect of derivatives and also their basic economic purpose. Derivatives can be compared to an insurance policy as one pays premium in advance to an insurance company in protection against a specific event. The derivative product have a payoff contingent upon the occurrence of some event for which he pays premium in advance. What is risk? The concept of risk is simple. It is the potential for change in the price or value of some assets or commodities. The meaning of risk is not restricted just to the potential for loss. There is upside risk and there is downside risk as well. What is a hedge? To be cautious or to protect against loss. In financial parlance, hedging is the act of reducing uncertainties about future price movements in a commodity, financial securities, or foreign currencies. Thus, a hedge is a way of ensuring an investment against risk. Now, derivative instrument, forward contract, futures, used in commodity and financial market, like stock index, interest rate, and currency. Options like put and call, swap, interest rate swap, and currency exchange rate swap. Now, forward contract, a one-to-one bipartite contract which to be performed in future at the terms decided today. That is, J and Biru entered into a contract to trade in one stock on Infosys 3 months from today. The date of the contract at a price of rupees 4675. Note: product, price, quantity, and time have been determined in advance by both the parties. Delivery and payment will take place as per the terms of this contract on the designated date and place. This is a simple example of forward contract. Risk in a forward contract: liquidity risk. These contract a bi-party and not traded on the exchange. Default risk, credit risk, counterparty risk, says Jay owned one share of Infosys and the price went up to 4750 3 months hence. He profits by defaulting the contract and selling the stock at the market. And now futures. Future contracts are organized or standardized contract in terms of quantity, quality, delivery time, and place for settlement on any date in future. These contracts are traded on exchange. These markets are very liquid. In these markets, clearing corporation or clearing house becomes the counterparty to all the trades or provides the unconditional guarantee for the settlement of trades. That is, assumes the financial integrity of the whole system. In other words, we may say that the credit risk of the transactions is eliminated by the exchange through the clearing corporation or clearing house. Futures. The key element of a futures contract are futures price, settlement or delivery date, underlying assets. And now let's illustration. Let us once again take the earlier example where Jay and Biru entered into a contract to buy or sell Infosys shares. Now, assume that this contract is taking place through the exchange, traded on the exchange, and clearing corporation or clearing house is the counterparty to this. It would be called a future contract. Position in a future contract. Number one, long-term position. This is when a person buys a futures contract and agrees to receive delivery at a future date, that is Biru's position. Short term, this is when a person sells a future contract and agrees to make delivery, that is Jay's position. How does one make money in a future contract? The long makes money when the underlying assets price rises above the future price. The short makes money when the underlying assets price falls below the future price. Concept of initial margin. Degree of leverage equal to 1 upon margin rate. And now option. An option is a contract giving the buyer the right but not obligation to buy or sell an underlying assets at a specific price on or before a certain date. An option is a security just like a stock or bond and is a binding contract with strictly defined terms and properties. Option lingo. Underlying. This is the specific security or assets on which an options contract is based. Option premium. Premium is the price paid by the buyer to the seller to acquire the right to buy or sell. It is the total cost of an option. It is the difference between the higher price paid for a security and the security's face amount at issue. The premium of an option is basically the sum of the option's intrinsic and time value. Strike price or exercise price. Price of an option is the specified or predetermined price of the underlying assets at which the same can be bought or sold. If the option buyer exercises his right to buy or sell on or before the expiration date. Expiration date. The date on which the option expires is known as expiration date. Exercise. An action by an option holder taking advantage of a favorable market situation, trade in the option for stock. Exercise date is the date on which the option is actually exercised. European style of option. The European kind of option is the one which can be exercised by the buyer on the expiration day only and not any time before that. American style of option. An American style options is the one which can be exercised by the buyer on or before the expiration date. That is any time between the day of purchase of the option and the day of its expiry. Asian style of option. These are in between European and American, and Asian options pay off depend on the average price of the underlying assets over a certain period of time. Option holder, option seller or writer, call option and option contract giving the owner the right to buy a specified amount of an underlying security at a specified price within a specified time. Put option, an option contract giving the owner the right to sell a specified amount of an underlying security at a specified price within a specific time. In the money, for a call option, in the money is when the option's strike price is below the market price of the underlying assets. For a put option, in the money is when the strike price is above the market price of the underlying stock. In other words, this is when the stock option is worth money and can be turned around and exercised for a profit. Intrinsic value. The intrinsic value of an option is defined as the amount by which an option is in the money, or the intermediate exercise value of the option when the underlying position is marked to market. For a call option, intrinsic value equal to spot price minus strike price. For a put option, intrinsic value equal to strike price minus spot price. That means just opposite of call option. Now example. Now position, long position. The term used when a person owns a security or commodity and want to sell. If a person is long in a security, then he want it to go up in price. Short position. The term used to describe the selling of a security, commodity or currency. The investor's sales exceeds holding because they believe the price will fall. Like profit and loss profile of a long call position, like option price equal to 3, strike price equal to 100, time to expiration 1 month. So we can show by the figure as option price equal to 103, strike price 100, and the gain or loss 103 minus 100, minus 3 loss, and just for the short run or short call position, initial price of the assets 100, option price 3, strike price 100, time to expiration 1 month. So the profit will be 0 to 3, that means 103 minus 100. That means option price minus strike price, and the company will gain by 3 rupees. Another example, profit or loss. Initial price of assets XYZ equal to 100, option price 2, strike price 100, time is expiration 1 month. So the initial price of the assets XYZ equal to 100 and price of the assets XYZ expiration equal to 98, and the loss will be 100 minus 98, which is equal to 2. And same example, like initial price of XYZ assets 100, option price 2, strike price 100, time to expiration 1 month. Price of the assets XYZ at expiration 198, so the company will go the profit in long term by 100 minus 98 equal to 2. And now the summary and conclusion of this one, the profit and loss profile for a short put option is the mirror image of the long put option. The maximum profit from this position is the option price. The theoretical maximum loss can be substantial should the price of the underlying assets fall. Buying call or selling put allows investors to gain if the price of the underlying assets raises, and selling calls and buying puts allows the investors to gain if the price of the underlying assets fall. Long calls, short put price raises, price falls, long put, and short call. Now stock index option. Trading in option whose underlying instrument is the stock index. Here if the option is exercised, the exchange assigned option writer pays cash to the options buyer. There is no delivery of any stock. Dollar value of the underlying index equal to cash index value multiply contract multiples. The contract multiple for the S&P 100 is $100. So for example, if the cash index value for S&P is 720, then dollar value will be $72,000. For a stock option, the price at which the buyer of the option can buy or sell the stock is the strike price. For an index option, the strike index is the index value at which the buyer of the option can buy or sell the underlying stock index. For example, if the strike index is 700 for an S&P index option, the USD value is $70,000. If an investor purchases a call option on the S&P 100 with a strike of 700 and exercise the options when the index is 720, then the investor has the right to purchase the index for $70,000. When the USD value of the index is $720 or $72,000, the buyer of the call option then receives $2,000 from the option writer. Now, binomial model for option valuation. Current price of the stock equal to S. Two possible values it can take next year, minus US or DS. If US greater than DS, amount B can be borrowed or lent at a rate of R. The interest factor 1 plus R may be represented for sake of simplicity as capital R. So D less than capital R less than U. Exercise price is E. Value of call option just before expiration if the stock price goes up to US is CU equal to maximum US minus E and 0. Value of call option just before expiration if the stock price goes down to DS is CD equal to maximum of DS minus E or 0. The value of the call option is C equal to delta S plus B. Delta S equal to CU minus CD upon S multiply U minus D. And B equal to U CD minus derivative of CU divided by U minus D multiply capital R. Illustration: S equal to 200, U equal to 1.4, D equal to 0.9, E equal to 220, R equal to 0.15, capital R equal to 1.15. So CU maximum US minus E equal to maximum of 280 minus 220, which is equal to 60. CD equal to maximum DS or E or 0, which is equal to 180 minus 220. This implies by 40. Delta S equal to Cu minus Cd upon U minus D into S, which is equal to 60 upon 1.4 minus 0.9 multiply 200, which is equal to 0.06. B equal to U into CD minus D into Cu upon U minus D into capital R, which is equal to 0 minus 0.9 multiply 60 divided by 0.5 multiply 1.15, which is equal to negative 93.91. A negative value for B means that funds are borrowed. Thus, the portfolio consists of 0.6 of the share plus a borrowing of 93.91, requiring a payment of 93.91 multiply 1.15, which is equal to 108 after 1 year. So, C equal to delta S plus B, which is equal to 0.6 multiply 200 minus 93.91, which is equal to 26.09. And now swaps. An agreement between two parties to exchange one set of cash flows for another. In a sense, it is a portfolio of forward contract, while a forward contract involves one exchange at a specific future date. A swap contract entitles multiple exchanges over a period of time. The most popular are interest rate swap and currency rate swap. Interest rate swap as country counterparty A, LIBORs, counterparty B, fixed rate of 12%, and rupees 1550 or 5,000 lakhs minus nominal principal. Age is the fixed rate receivers and variable rate payers. B is the variable rate receiver and fixed rate payer. The only rupees exchanged between the parties are the net interest payment, not the notional principal amount. In the given example, A pays LIBORs divided by 2 into 50 crores to B owns every 6 months, says LIBOR equal to 5%, then A pays B 5% upon 2 into 50 crores, which is equal to 1.25 crores. B pays at 12% divided by 1 into 50 crores, which is equal to 3 crores. The value of swap will fluctuate with market interest rates. If interest rate decline, fixed rate payers is at a loss. If interest rate raise, variable rate payer is at a loss. Conversely, if rates raise, fixed rate payer profits and floating rate by payers losses. How swap work in real life? Suppose Maruti fixed rate 10.5% to body of association. LIBOR's rate boot LIBOR plus 3.8% and Maruti pays LIBORs plus 3.8%. Now do it yourself. Describe the concept of derivative finance. Use an example, clarify the swap contracts, and that's it from session number 7. Thank you.